welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Suicide Squad. This film was directed by James Gunn, stars Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, Joel Kinnaman, John Cena and Viola Davis. So yeah, this is a film a bit late on my review on you. I've had things to do this week, so I haven't had time to do my review until now. But yeah, saw this movie and I gotta admit, I really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, it's not the perfect movie. I've got a bit of a thing of some people you follow on. I follow James Gunn on Twitter and all that, and a lot of people who are sucking up to him and all that, saying, "Oh, it's the best film ever, or it's the best DCU film ever," and all that. Don't get me wrong, as much as it is a really good film, I think some of them are just looking for a retweet or a like from James Gunn, to be honest. So it's kind of annoying me that some people probably do love this movie, don't get me wrong and all that, but some just don't like to admit some flaws that they don't like in the movie. But me, I'm an honest Joe when it comes to these reviews. I tell you exactly what I think of the movie and my likes and dislikes. So the movie is pretty much the same as the other Suicide Squad story-wise. You got Viola Davis's character, Amanda Waller, puts together a team of criminals, and they got to go off and do a mission for her and all that. So this one is a little bit different, whereas I'll do a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then wouldn't really watch this review right now. I do recommend you go and watch the movie first. But so you have pretty much the movie starts off with, you got a few of the bit characters. So you see him in the trailer and all that, and like Nathan Fillion's character, and he's in it. He's got a few cameos in it with like Michael Rooker and people like that. So you got like the B team Suicide Squad, kind of doing a diversion. So the A squad, as in Idris Elba, Bloodsport's character, John Cena's Peacemaker, King Shark, etc., and Ratcatcher 2 and Polka Dot Man go and do their mission. So you got so they get absolutely obliterated, the first team do. So it's pretty much, it is a Suicide Squad. You get all the what I like about this movie is you got the characters like Bloodsport, Peacemaker and all that, who are kind of the better villains and all that of the show, and then you've got all the crappier, shittier ones and all that, then as in Javelin Man and stuff like that. There's people like that in it who are not dressed the best, they haven't got the best outfits and all that, and they get absolutely battered. So Harley Quinn and Rick Flag are in that mission as well, in the one that takes the diversion. So Rick Flag gets captured by rebels, Margot Robbie gets Harley Quinn gets captured by the army. So yeah, it's and then yeah, they all meet up again to take out the main threat, which is as you've seen the trailers and all that, it's a Starro. It is a big starfish from space with a big eye and all that. So, but then you get other stuff, obviously not double cross, but you kind of get like a little bit of a double cross at the end and all that, and what Amanda Waller's real plan was for the movie. So, but yeah, overall, yeah, really good movie. I'll go into my likes first. The acting, the characters, the actors they had to play them, all brilliant around the board. So even the bit part ones like Nathan Fillion, who's in it in the beginning, and Taika Waititi's in a background, a flashback scene with Ratcatcher. He's Ratcatcher 1, so he's the father of Ratcatcher 2. So Michael Rooker and all that, Pete Davidson from SNL, from Saturday Night Live, he's pretty good in tiniest little scene he has and all that. Weasel, who's played by James Gunn's brother, in the movie as well. Does the motion capture for him. But yeah, it's yeah, I enjoyed the thing, especially Idris Elba. He's brilliant in it. So him and was it Danielle Melchior? Is it who plays Ratcatcher 2? Them two are really the standouts in this movie for me. I think their acting and the way they are in it is great. Even John Cena, I'm not the biggest John Cena fan when it comes to acting. I'm not the biggest. I don't. His acting to me is. It looks like he's acting. I know it's just like a silly thing to say, maybe, and all that, but most of his movies he's just overacting and all that. And he was the same in WWE when in his wrestling. I wasn't the biggest fan of his promos and all that, but in this movie, I honestly think this is his best performance in a movie. I think he's really good and really funny and all that. Even it's like a bit of the comedy took me out of it a little bit, but overall, I think it has a nice little balance of the serious action and the comedy. Also, CGI is really good. The story is simple but really good. Like the sets and all that, and where they are and all that, all excellent in the movie. They are. So, yeah, technical standpoint and acting and all that, this movie's excellent. Probably one of the best in the DCEU right now on all that for me. My dislikes, which I will do a little bit for the thing, is comedy kind of brings you out of it sometimes because they're doing something and all that, and yeah, and they'll just do a little comedy set like that, and yeah, it kind of takes you out of the mood a little bit. But like I said, it doesn't do it that much, so it doesn't really take you out of the movie. It doesn't. My other dislike is Harley Quinn. I honestly think it was no point of having her in this movie. She did nothing to progress the story. Like the other characters all had their things. Harley Quinn's just there because it's a Suicide Squad. They need someone more established to be in that movie, just to connect like the DCU together and all that. And it's just the way she was in other movies. In this one, she has a big fight scene towards the end. It's like in the trailer when she escapes, and some of the stuff she does in it, it's like she's a trained killer. It's like I would expect Bloodsport or Peacemaker or someone like that to do. And there's no other movie that she's been in, Margot Robbie's character's been in, that she's been like that. Yeah, fair enough, she had a big fight scene in Birds of Prey, but you know, she was taking on thugs and people like that. You're taking on an army here and all that, and she's just taking them out with these karate moves and martial art moves and stuff like that. It is, yeah. So yeah, she wasn't my favourite. Amanda Waller was another more dislike towards the end of the movie, because most of the movie she is who she is, you know, hard ass, gets to the point and will do anything for her country and all that, and then she kind of gets mugged off at the end and gets embarrassed, and you don't really see any retaliation and all that, which I'm a little bit disappointed, which I thought I would have liked to seen in this movie. The only other one, it's a tiny dislike, Starro. I think I'm a like and a dislike for this, so I'm kind of in the middle. So I honestly think he fits the movie as what the villain, not a villain, but the last end boss was. But I heard rumours, or like I've heard from other people like on the internet and all that, rumours that the one thing they were going to have instead of Starro was supposedly Supergirl, and I would have really liked to seen that one, but I gotta admit Starro probably suited the movie more than what Supergirl probably would have, because it was the same. That would have probably been the same problem as the first movie then, because the first Suicide Squad, you had this big enchantress whose powers are rival. So, and then you had the Suicide Squad, who were all just mortals, nothing special about them. Just a couple of a few little, like Boomerang and Deadshot have a few things, but I think only one of them, and it was the one who shot fire, I forgot his name, was the only one actually had any powers. And it kind of would have been the same for this, because most of the team don't really have powers and all, except for King Shark, who's durable and he's strong and durable. He is. So yeah, I understand why they probably went with Starro in the end, but yeah, only a thing. Like I said, only a few dislikes. And not really dislikes. I can easily take or leave them, to be honest. Still, it doesn't take away from the movie. On another thing on the plus is the gore, and as being a horror fan as I am, I thought it was an absolute brilliant, and I expect that from James Gunn and all that with some of his other films, like if you've seen Sliver and stuff like that. He does like his gore as well in some of his movies. Like I like to see some people do this, compare this to a bit of Brightburn. Like I've watched Brightburn, and that is, to me, wasn't a good movie, and not mainly because of the, like some people moan about the gore. I like gore in movies, and I enjoyed it in here. Maybe it's a bit excessive in this because it's part of the DCU, and it doesn't really match up. But as I said, it's not. I'm a big fan of horror and all, and the gore aspect, so it suited me down to the bone there. But like I said, it probably, like Brightburn was more, like I said, a thing. People moan about Brightburn because of the gore and all that. The story was more for that for me. Yeah, they had the basic story, but they didn't develop on it enough. But that's a complaint for another day, that is. But yeah, overall, I definitely give this film a thumbs up, and I recommend you all go and see it if you haven't seen it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below and tell me what you thought of the movie, and if you want to see more reviews like this and steelbooks, etc., which I do on this channel, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.